What's up, guys? Welcome to the Talking Pigskin Week 15 edition. Happy to report that I went 5-0 last week. It's been a while, but thankfully every result went in my favor. Was getting a pretty close on Monday night with the Baltimore and Cleveland game, but thankfully Lamar Jackson pulled a Paul Pierce, came back out in the late fourth quarter and made sure the Ravens win that game. So thank you, Lamar, for securing my 5-0 victory last week. With that being said, let's jump into Week 15 picks. To be honest with you, not all the matchups are very intriguing this week, as whoever is in it, they're not really facing each other. So I picked out the best 5 that I could possibly get that are still in the playoff hunt. Of course, I have to start with the Jets. Looked hapless against the Seahawks. They're going to continue to do so, looking like that against the Rams. Expect nothing but just absolute garbage. So the Rams will easily beat the Jets. Moving on. So first game we're going to preview is the New England Patriots, who are 6-7, and they will take on the Miami Dolphins, who are 8-5. So historically, the Patriots usually struggle in Miami. Even with Tom Brady, they weren't winning all the time down there. This year, Dolphins coming off a tough loss against the Chiefs, they're going to be ready to go. Brian Flores, of course, knows the Bill Belichick coach team, so he will have his guys ready. The Patriots are 6-7. They're not out of it just yet, even though people are, they're writing the Patriots off. I wouldn't do it just yet, just because of Bill Belichick. You never know what he can pull off. Cam Newton, yes, everyone's writing him off too, but I hope he has something left in the tank. The Dolphins defense will give him problems, but I believe he'll play better, but I just still don't think he'll be able to beat this Dolphins team. I'll take the Finns at home. Next game we have is the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. They're both 6-7. Mind you, the Bears started 5-1 and lost 6 straight, so it's been tough for them. So it was finally good to see them win last week. And now going against the Vikings, who also started, well, they didn't start, they actually had the opposite of the Bears. They started 1-5, and now they're 6-7. They're both vying for the 7th seed in the NFC. They're gonna probably have to hash it out until week 17, but this is gonna be a close game. Mitch Trubisky played better last week. Do I expect him to continue that? I'm not so sure. Kirk Cousins, again, you can't trust him, but at the same time, that's the best option the Vikings got. Dalvin Cook has to run the ball effectively. Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson has to continue playing, making plays for Kirk. On the other side, the Bears defense is very tough to play against, so I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot of problems from the get-go. In a very close game, I'm going to take the Vikings to win. Next game we have is the 9-4 Seattle Seahawks traveling cross-country to take on the Washington football team, who are currently sitting atop of the NFC East. Now, Alex Smith hasn't practiced the last couple of days, so I'm not sure what the status is on him for Sunday. If Dwayne Haskins gets a start, I don't think this game will be close. I think the Hawks will just run through them. Hawks coming off an easy win against the Jets. They're going to be ready and riled up to go. However, in the event Alex Smith does start, because he's a veteran and he's proven it in many levels, this will be a tough game for the Hawks. Alex Smith will keep the football team in the game at all times, but let's just say he's not playing, so I just don't think football team can do much, even though Chase Young and the defense is very good. They're going to be all over Russell Wilson's face, but I just think the Hawks have too much playmakers on both ends of the field to not win this game, so I'm going to take the Seahawks on the road. Next game we have is the Kansas City Chiefs at New Orleans Saints. Now, ideally, this is your matchup of the week. 12-1 Chiefs against the 10-3 Saints. I know everyone is, thinking Saints are 10-3. They're great. It's still Taysom Hill under center. I can't expect much from him. It's eventually going to run out one day, just like last week against Jalen Hurts. He couldn't go toe-to-toe with him. Drew Brees will be back, hopefully, week 16. But this game won't be close. Let's just be real. The Chiefs' offense is high-flying, and they're going to continue marching down New Orleans, and they're going to just run them out of that dome. Because of Taysom Hill, I don't think the Saints will be able to stay in this game. Maybe you will see Jameis Winston in the second half. But had Drew Brees been playing this game, it would have been a very different contest. I think it would have been a seesaw battle. I think it would have been a Super Bowl preview. Even though I do still think it's a Super Bowl preview, I just don't think in this game particularly, because of the absence of Drew Brees, it won't go well for the Saints. So Kansas City Chiefs on the road. And the last game I'm picking is the Cleveland Browns coming to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants on Sunday night. The Giants are 5-8. They laid an egg against the Cardinals last week. Cleveland coming off a tough loss against the Ravens on Monday night. They're going to be ready to go. Even now, they're in the 5th or 6th seed, I believe, in the AFC, but they have competition. They have the Raiders, Colts to worry about. So they definitely have to make sure they keep on winning. And here's the Giants, who are 5-8. If the football team loses on Sunday, the Giants can easily beat the Browns and just be tied again atop of the NFC East. Daniel Jones, who he's still pretty hurt, so I'm not sure what the status on him. He didn't look good last week, but that defense and the running game has to show up for the Giants to have any chance in this game. Baker Mayfield played great, but can he do it 2 weeks in a row? We'll see. But I do think that this will be a close game, and I think at home the Giants can pull it off and improve to 6-8. So there you have it. I have the Miami Dolphins, the Minnesota Vikings, the Seattle Seahawks, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the New York Giants at home. Let me know what you guys think of these picks. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you right before Christmas next week. Until then, it's good night.